Let's get it poppin', man, I'm simply ball dropping. Let's get it poppin', man, I'm simply ball dropping. You must love us cause you can't stop watching. You must love us cause you can't stop watching. Let's get it poppin', man, I'm simply ball dropping like it's New Year's Eve. Boy, it's James IV, that's Roman numeral 4 off the top with the intro. What up, K-Sap, no cap, that's the big bro. You know the ladies hold it down for the team. We be the hottest on this YouTube screens. We got sports, media, news, that round table talk. Them other parts ain't got the same sauce. Nah, hit us in the chat, but no haters allowed. Send you to the block party, what you gotta say now? We on live, hit us up and subscribe. If you like it to share, show love instead of staring. Man behind the mic, numbers don't lie. Send me a super chat to all that may apply. Ain't no party like an SPD party. Let's get the show started, pull up, everybody. Let's get it poppin', man, I'm simply ball dropping. Let's get it poppin', man, I'm simply ball dropping. You must love us cause you can't stop watching. You must love us cause you can't stop watching.
Yes, yes, yes. You know who it is. It's your favorite host, the man behind the mic of the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. K-Sap, what's up, what's up, what's up? Hey, tell all the trolls to report to this live ASAP. Tell the trolls to report to the live ASAP. Because y'all know we've been standing 10 toes down for Shedeur this whole time. So tell all the trolls to report to the live. Let's have a good conversation. Tell the trolls to report to the live and let's have a great conversation. Because you know, we've been here, guys. We've been here. We've been here through Shedeur's ups and downs. We've been on the roller coaster ride with him. And we ain't never wavered. We ain't never jumped off track. We've been 10 toes down despite what they all say, despite what the narrative is. We've been here. We the only ones that's been here. The Shedeur support, we the only one that's been here, guys. The rest of them, they wait for one small thing and then they start trolling. But see, this is what they not going to do. Despite Shedeur's one bad pass, where he had the pick off that he was trying to go to Jerry Jeudy, despite that, because he gonna clean all that up in the offseason. All that will be get cleaned up. But despite that, if y'all listen to the game and what Tony Romo was saying, Shedeur Sanders is ready for the NFL moment. And despite having a makeshift line with 9 different offensive line starting combinations, and Shedeur Sanders still prevails. Yes, he had that one mistake where he threw the ball to Jerry Jeudy, where he should have just threw the ball away, but it didn't cost Cleveland the game. The pick early when he got hit from behind and the ball got deflected off the helmet, we'll live with that. But all that other stuff, Shedeur Sanders will clean up. Trust me. And y'all see the title of the show. Perfect timing. We got action. We got action. And then for people to say that, you know, he needs to throw the ball away. Yes, he does. But that's going to come in time. But like I told y'all, I don't care how you slice it or dice it, he outplayed Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers did not make enough plays for Pittsburgh to win. Did not make enough plays for Pittsburgh to win. So I'm here, and I've been standing 10 toes down. Y'all know I've been standing 10 toes down. Aaron Rodgers did not make enough plays for Pittsburgh to win. He outdueled Aaron Rodgers. He outdueled Aaron Rodgers. And look, like Tony Romo said, any kind of weather conditions, Shedeur Sanders is built for. He's built for any kind of weather conditions. The way he was humming that ball today, some of them throws that he threw to Jerry Jeudy, I'm even surprised I'm saying Jerry Jeudy's name. I'm surprised I'm saying Jerry Jeudy's name because the amount of balls that he threw to Jerry Jeudy to give Jerry Jeudy an opportunity, I'm surprised I'm even saying Jerry Jeudy's name, man. Shador Sanders was setting back. See, for people that know the game and know how to analyze the game, just listen to what Tony Romo was saying the whole game, man. Just listen to what, I don't care what y'all say about Pittsburgh missed DK and Austin. It's not about that. It's not about that. Shedeur Sanders outplayed Aaron Rodgers, the legend. Now, ain't nobody going to say nothing about the stuff that Aaron Rodgers was doing. Knowing Myles Garrett was down his back and he was just throwing the ball away just to get rid of it to avoid a sack. But don't nobody want to talk about that. Don't nobody want to talk about C.J. Stroud, the 2 picks he threw yesterday. Don't nobody want to talk about that. They don't want to talk about how Sam Darnold stonking up again today. But people want to come in here talking about the 1 pick Shedeur had and don't want to give him credit for every other good thing he did. And if you ask me, the game wouldn't have been that close if the offensive line wasn't holding on some of them big runs by Dylan Sampson. Aaron Rodgers missed a lot of throws, but nobody want to talk about that. Everybody wants to put one thing that Shedeur Sanders, he needs to throw the ball away. Y'all got to stop that, man. Y'all got to stop that, man. The defense showed up. Cam Robinson today for the Cleveland Browns was atrocious. Couple false starts and a couple of holding penalties was diabolical. That set the run back from Dylan Sampson. Because if you look at it, like I said, this team is just overall bad. You got to build around Shedeur Sanders. So if people want to go into thinking that they need to draft a quarterback, y'all don't know nothing about football. And to Jason Lloyd and Jay, for all the stuff that Jason Lloyd said about Shedeur Sanders when G. Bush cooking, talking about he can't throw to get guys open, he can't make the throws, he don't have an arm, he just got shut down today if he watched the game. So Jason Lloyd, we need you to report to the live. We got something for you too. Because you out there creating a narrative talking about people inside that organization was telling you this. Be man enough to watch it for your own eyes. Give me the critique on Shedeur Sanders today and don't just say he needed to throw the ball away to avoid the interception. Let's talk about all the good things Shedeur did. Let's talk about all the good things Shedeur Sanders did today. He did enough for Cleveland to win, and that's what he did. Outside of that one bad pass, Shedeur Sanders outplayed Aaron Rodgers, and it wasn't even close. It wasn't even close. Shedeur Sanders threw the ball 23 times, guys, 17 to 23 for 186 yards, 1 touchdown, and 2 interceptions. He took 2 sacks, but he only lost 2 yards on the sack. Aaron Rodgers threw the ball 39 times. He was 21 for 39 for 168. No interceptions, no TDs. He was sacked twice for 8 yards. And you're going to tell me that Shedeur did not outplay Aaron Rodgers. Shedeur had less attempts, more yards, and a touchdown. That second drive down the field that Shedeur Sanders did, straight legendary. This is what I've been trying to tell you. That's all they want to do is sprue lies about Shedeur Sanders, and week after week, Shedeur Sanders has to prove all the haters wrong. Have to prove all the haters wrong. And it's diabolical the way these people come on television, these Cleveland insiders and the national media for Cleveland, how they just want to lie and lie and lie. That's what they're going to do. They're going to hate regardless. But you know what we do to haters. You know what we do to haters and clowns. We expose them and get them up out of here. They need to start thinking for the long haul. Shedeur is our quarterback. Let's go address some of the other issues, man. Shedeur is the guy. Let's go address these other issues, man. And I can't even believe at halftime of what Kevin Stefanski said about Shedeur Sanders. Talk about he's doing great. He's tough. He's fighting. And I told y'all guys, I know y'all don't want to hear this, but I think Kevin Stefanski going to be back next year. Kevin Stefanski going to be back next year. I just hate it, man. And that offensive line, if you listen to what Romo said, they've had 9 different offensive line combinations ever since Shedeur Sanders been in the lineup, man. That's all you need to know. 9 different. Man, I think Kevin Stefanski going to be back next year. I know y'all don't want to hear it, but I think he's going to be back, man. They hope he's out of there. But let's talk about all the good things that Shedeur Sanders did. He kept drives alive. He outplayed Aaron Rodgers on third down. Aaron Rodgers' best drive of the game was the last 2-minute drive. That's where he got all his yards. Going downfield. But see, if that was Shedeur Sanders in that last drive and he missed all the throws that Aaron Rodgers did when it was 4th and goal, oh, y'all that came in here and blasted him. And that's the difference. A lot of people don't stand 10 toes down, man. We 10 toes down, man. We got 345 people in here watching the live. Please drop a like on the video, please. Y'all can do that for me. Super chats is open, man. Y'all can send the super chats, man. Y'all can appreciate the content that we're giving. Drop a super chat or join the community. We appreciate that. But yeah. But Shedeur Sanders, he outdueled Aaron Rodgers. The defense stepped up big. I thought in the first half, I think Carson Schwarzenegger really hurt the defense because he was injured. And Aaron Rodgers was picking on the middle of the field with Carson Schwarzenegger because he couldn't run. He couldn't get there. So I thought that kind of hurt him where they got that field goal because he threw the ball right over Carson Schwarzenegger because Carson Schwarzenegger was just limping around out there. So I know all the Raven fans that are in here. I know y'all ecstatic. And that's what I'm saying. Man. Shout out to my man Selmore Fudd for the $10 super chat, man. Here we go, Browns. Here we go. Give the keys to Shedeur Sanders, man. This is perfect timing, man. Perfect timing. Appreciate the super chat. But like I said, man, Shedeur Sanders outplayed Aaron Rodgers, man. It wasn't even close. If you go back, see, a lot of people were focused on everything Shedeur did. But see, that takes it off of what these other quarterbacks are doing. Judge these other quarterbacks. Look around the league at some of this quarterback plays where they had 2 interceptions. C.J. Stroud and them got the win yesterday, but he threw 2 picks. Nobody want to talk about that. Yeah, they should have pulled Carson Schwarzenegger out of there, man. But I think Carson Schwarzenegger made it a business decision on his own to stay in there. So he made it a business decision, man. So this goes to show you, man, that Shedeur Sanders got all the tools in the tool bag to make this Cleveland offense go. But the thing about it is the run game was absent today, and every big run that they had, what happened? It was called back by holding. Cam Robinson holding every time Dylan Sampson broke a big one. But look, this is gonna be the narrative. They're not gonna give credit to Shedeur for winning against the Pittsburgh Steelers. They're gonna say the defense played lights out. They're gonna change the narrative, man. Shedeur Sanders made enough plays in that game to win. Shedeur Sanders outdueled Aaron Rodgers. Shedeur Sanders led them Cleveland Browns down the field on their second drive to a touchdown to Harold Fanning. And like Romo said, to throw a ball like that in the wind conditions, the way the ball was swirling, and still throws a pinpoint pass to Harold Fanning. See, if y'all listen to what Romo was saying, that would pretty much sum it up about Shedeur Sanders as a quarterback. And the way he was saying that some of the passes that he threw to Jerry Jeudy had the velocity on it, but the narrative was Shedeur Sanders ain't got the arm talent, man. I'm confused on that. Like Shedeur Sanders can't get the ball down the field. We had Jerry Jeudy sighting today, guys. We had Jerry Jeudy sighting. So that goes to show you guys, Shedeur Sanders can play in any weather conditions, man. You got your franchise quarterback, Cleveland. Y'all just come to the live and listen to me, man. Cleveland Browns organization, man, Jimmy Haslam and Andrew Berry, come to this live, man. Y'all got y'all's quarterback, man. Now go in the draft and make the Cleveland Browns proud, man. Build around them, man. Build around Shedeur Sanders, man. Give Shedeur Sanders the personnel that he can work with, man. That's all you got to do. Give Shedeur Sanders an equal opportunity, man. And if they would have started Shedeur Sanders after they let Joe Flacco go, Cleveland would have been farther along than what they are, man. Because you can see it every time Shedeur steps out there, he does something that he changed from the previous game that made him better. One bonehead play today. He one bonehead play. One bonehead play. And that's what happens. Now everybody want to tell us to stop glazing. Man, we've been 10 toes down for Shedeur all this time, man. Y'all just hit the like button, man. All the trolls hit the like button. Because y'all ain't going to like what I got to say today, man. Because Jason Lloyd, he got cooked so bad. Jason Lloyd should not be able to show his face on UCSS no more. If I was G. Bush, every time he got on there, I would make it a point to go straight at his neck. I would make it a point to go straight at Jason Lloyd's neck, man. Because Jason Lloyd said the worst soliloquy I've ever heard on his acceptance of his evaluation of a quarterback, going off of what somebody else told him. And that's the problem. He sat there on that couch and he lied to the public people straight in their face about Shedeur Sanders. And then he wanted to use an advanced metric to say Shedeur Sanders was the worst quarterback in the century and compared him to Jamarcus Russell. That is straight blasphemy. That is straight blasphemy, man. And then everything about they talking about Shedeur Sanders takes all these sacks. He had 2 sacks. And he only lost 2 yards. And Jason Lloyd said every time Shedeur Sanders steps back, Cleveland Browns lose so many yards. Where's Jason Lloyd at now? Jason Lloyd need to run and hide, man. Because I know tomorrow, on Overreaction Monday, G. Bush should light a fire in his ass, man. G. Bush should eviscerate him so bad that he don't even want to come back on that couch on UCSS. because we've already cooked, slice, and glazed Jason Gloyd. I did a video. Y'all ain't watched the video I did about him yesterday, about him being a borderline racist and a hater. Y'all go watch that video, man. Y'all go watch that video, man. Because this is everything that they said about Shedeur that is straight lies, man. That's what they're going to do. They're going to focus on the 2 picks. That's what they're going to do. That's what they do. They don't want to talk about the good things Shedeur was doing. Like Jason Lloyd talking about Shedeur can't throw to open receivers. He can't throw the ball to get receivers open. Oh, some of the passes Shedeur Sanders threw today was on time and on target. Now, I want everybody that say that we glazing, I want y'all to make a tweet. Romo was glazing Shedeur today. Why don't y'all do that? They focus on the 2 picks. What did Aaron Rodgers do today? Did he have a touchdown? And then they talk about it coulda, woulda, shoulda, but it wasn't. Cleveland Browns got the win. Give Shedeur Sanders his just dues. Stop focusing on the 2 picks, man. What else outside of the 2 picks? What did Shedeur do? He beat Aaron Rodgers, the legend. And you heard what Romo said. That's why Pittsburgh brought Aaron Rodgers in for games like this. And you let a rookie quarterback outshine you. You let a rookie quarterback outshine you. Aaron Rodgers did not make enough plays. And he had 39 attempts to make the plays, but he didn't. That's what I'm talking about. That's what people focus on. They focus on they focus on an interception. What else can y'all focus on, man? It's time to give that up, man. It's time to give that up, man. Won't y'all come in here and talk about y'all's big boy Willie style quarterbacks in the NFL, such as Josh Allen throwing 3 picks in a game. Talk about Jalen Hurts that threw 4 picks in a game. Talk about CJ Stroud that threw goddamn 2 picks yesterday. Let's talk about Jared Goff against my Minnesota Vikings. Threw 3 picks. They had 7 turnovers. Let's talk about that, man. See, y'all don't want to talk about that, man. Y'all want to talk about everything else, man. Let's talk about all the good things that Shedeur did today, man. Don't talk about the interception, man. Miss me with that. They got the victory, man. Do y'all realize, man, one of the Hall of Fame quarterbacks in Peyton Manning his rookie year, and he played every game his rookie year and had 26 picks? Come on, man. Come on, man. If you look at it, okay, I'm going to give y'all something. I want y'all to think about that. If Jason Lloyd wants to use the advanced metrics in the stats to evaluate and say Shedeur Sanders is the worst quarterback in the century, let's go by the stats. Every team that Shedeur Sanders has faced this year, he has outplayed their quarterback. And you had likes of Josh Allen, Aaron Rodgers, Brock Purdy. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. If y'all want to use the advanced metrics and things like that, let's talk about that. So y'all don't want to talk about that. Shedeur Sanders just outplayed a first ballot Hall of Famer in Josh Allen. He outplayed the number 1 pick in Cam Ward. He outplayed Aaron Rodgers, the first ballot Hall of Famer. But y'all don't want to talk about that. Even though he didn't get the victories, let's leave the victories out of it. Let's go with the advanced metrics, like Jason Lloyd said. Let's go with the metrics, man. Let's go by the metrics. Let's use the metrics, guys. That's what they told us, right? They want to use these advanced metrics. That's what they said, right? They want to go with the advanced metrics and the stats. So let's use the stats against them. Shedeur Sanders outplayed every quarterback that he's faced this year when he started. Despite all the interceptions, he outplayed all them quarterbacks. Threw for more yardage than them, had more touchdowns than them. So y'all don't want to talk about that. Just like G. Bush said, y'all just want to glance over the 363 yards he threw against Tennessee. Y'all just want to throw that y'all just want to put that in the bud, right? Y'all just want to throw that in the trash can. See, y'all don't want to talk about that. Y'all want to throw that in the trash can. Y'all don't want to talk about the record he set as an NFL rookie inside the Super Bowl era with Joe Burrows. Only 2 quarterbacks to throw for over 360 yards and 3 touchdowns. And Shedeur added 1 on the ground. But they don't want to talk about that. Y'all want to talk about a pickoff that he had today that didn't cost him the game, didn't give up no points. But y'all want to talk about that. And they only want to use the advanced metrics when it benefits them. Absolutely. That sums it up in a nutshell, man. That's why I said, man, over here, man, we giving it to y'all. We ain't giving y'all no bullshit. And see, y'all don't go and listen to like what G. Bush said. Look what's up in front of Shedeur Sanders. Shador Sanders is making everything happen with a makeshift line. Ever since Shedeur Sanders has started in these last 6 games, he has 9 different offensive line combinations. And he's still out there making it happen with no help. You got your best running shot and Quinshon Judkins out for the year. You got your best tight end and David Njoku going. Harold Fanning was going today in the second half. And he still was able to get it done. And who he had to turn to? He turned to Jerry Jeudy. Come on, man. I can't believe I'm saying Jerry Judy's name. He turned to Jerry Jeudy late in the game. And also Tillman. And then, like I said, if it wasn't for the offensive line holding, man, Dylan Sampson, he could have ate the clock up himself. The defense stepped up today. Denzel Ward had Valdez Scantling on lockdown. That's what I'm saying. Shedeur Sanders used his feet today. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Grant Delpit stepped up. And you listen, if number 5 wouldn't have got the taunting call, Aaron Rodgers, they would have never got a field goal out of that. Think about that. Cleveland just needs to build around Shedeur, man. It's bottom line. It's simple. It's no question asked, man. Shedeur is their quarterback, man. Moving forward, man. Just give him some tools to work with. That second possession of the game when Shedeur Sanders led him down the field for a Harold Fanning touchdown, that's the ball game right there. That's the ball game. The touchdown is the ball game. Shedeur won that game, and the defense stepped up like they supposed to. The defense came to play today. The defense actually showed up today. Not just Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett was trying to do everything in his power to get that sack, but Aaron Rodgers was not going to let him get that sack. Aaron Rodgers is too smart to let him get that sack. He was going to get that ball away at all costs. The defense stepped up. Even the special team stepped up. Even the punter, Horquez, 67-yard punts, 52-yard punts. And all the people that got on Andre Smith after he missed that field goal in the second game, where are y'all at now? How they looking now? How does the media look now? They don't want to talk about that because outside of that, Andre Smith been clutch ever since that. Yeah, I mean, that was a bad call on 4th and 7, but you put yourself in between. If you miss it, you miss the field goal, you getting the ball right there. So if you didn't convert, you're getting the ball right there. But it didn't come back to haunt Cleveland. It didn't come back to haunt them. It didn't come back to haunt them. The special teams stepped up today, man. The special teams did their job today. The punter did their job. Yeah, they was laughing at each other because Aaron Rodgers knew he wasn't giving Myles Garrett that sack. Anything he could do, get that ball away, he was going to do it, man. He gonna do it, man. But the bottom line is, man, Shedeur is your answer, man. Cleveland just need to put the bodies around him, man. And I'm going to say this one more time. For all the people that said about Shedeur this, Shedeur that, go listen to what Tony Romo said, man. Just go listen to what Tony Romo said. Go listen to what Tony Romo said. I don't care what you mean the defense won the game. The defense didn't win the game. Shedeur Sanders, touchdown to Harold Fannin Jr., won the game. That's 7 points. Pittsburgh only had 6. Y'all get out of there with that, man. Won't y'all go tell Tony Romo he was glazing the whole game then? Exactly. The objective is to win. I don't care how ugly it was. Shedeur did his part. The defense did his part. The whole team collectively did their part, man. And the offensive line is still some shit. That's something you can't get away from, man. The offensive line is still some shit, and you can't get away from that. Exactly. Without that touchdown, how they gonna win? Thank you. I'm glad some people in here think about it before they just come out talking with all kinds of reckless emotions, man. See, that's what I'm trying to say. In any cause, guys, y'all got to listen. They don't want to give Shedeur Sanders no credit at any cost, man. They don't want to do it, man. They not trying to give Shedeur Sanders no credit for nothing. And this is what the haters and trolls going to do, man. So they going to come on their radio shows tomorrow talking about Shedeur needs to show a little bit more before I decide to give him the keys, man. Miss me with that, man. Trust me, miss me with that, man. I don't want to hear that shit no more, man. I don't want to hear that no more. They gonna come in. They gonna spare that whole narrative about Shedeur Sanders needs to show a little bit more, and that's what they gonna do. We gonna listen to Shedeur's press conference.
Whenever I look at him, whenever I see him, I'm just excited.
We're gonna listen to the press conference
that he was able to see the other side of things.
How impressive was that performance by the defense that you guys stopped scoring for a bit there? They were able to.
Yeah, that's how the Browns defense usually is. That's how they usually are.
Shedeur, several weeks ago, you came into a home game against the Baltimore Ravens, and you felt that you didn't play that well in your first opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
What
Can y'all guys hear that?
About your maturation and your growth since then to have this home victory against a division rival, the Pittsburgh Steelers?
I would say overall, I'm able to see the field and the game slow down for sure. I think the main thing is like I just like throwing the ball. I just like throwing the ball a lot, and in some situations, you can't just throw your dog a bone. Sometimes you gotta be able to know like when it's calculated risk. But like I feel like our players are better than their player, so I just gave my guy a chance, and we just ain't come down with it, and that's just how I go.
A lot of the vets in the locker room are talking about how they're not really worried about draft pick position and stuff like that, and how really like their focus as players about especially Joe. He said this is about setting a culture for a lot of the young guys like you in the rookie class. You've talked about changing the culture. How do you think that this win takes a step forward in doing that?
I think in the building and everything, we've been pretty consistent with what we've been doing. The only difference is now we got the result we're supposed to get, So I don't think the difference between a win and loss is a couple of plays. It wasn't about how you're going about your business, how you're doing everything. Everybody's going about their business the same way. Everybody's extremely locked in, extremely focused on what they got to do. But today we just got the result we was looking for.
Shedeur, did you know Snoop before he was here with you in training camp?
Not personally, no.
So how did that connection between you two develop as quickly as it did?
I think because I always smiling and he always smiling. I think that's what it is. And then we just talk, and just have a conversation about God and why he feels like he was sent here, just to give me them words of encouragement to keep me going and understand his story and understand how things panned out for him also. So he always told me be ready, and anytime I talk to him, he always positive, and that's kind of like people with the same vibe usually get along with each other.
Did you watch his game last night?
I watched one drive and then I went to sleep. Yeah, I be going to sleep early nowadays. I feel like I be running out of time.
Even though this season didn't really go the way that you guys wanted it to, it really seems like there's a close-knit bond on this football team, a brotherhood. There's something special going on here. Can you sort of describe what that is and how you feel about it?
I think it's a group of guys that been through a lot of things within themselves, and I think we all banding together and being one, through any situation, through things that we can't control. We all agree with a lot of things, and I think we the cornerstone of this team.
Thank you.
You could give yourself advice from that first time you walked on the field to where you are. It's kind of like what you guys, but if you could give yourself a message today for the first time you walked on the field, what would you say? What did you need to know?
I would say definitely know you supposed to be out there dominating. I think what you kind of got to understand also, sitting and everything like that and just watching, it's a mental thing. So it's dang, you start questioning a lot of things, and then sometimes you gotta, me, before the game and stuff, I gotta have a lot of built up anger within myself, because that's why I gotta play with that fire, with that different emotion within me, and I think when you go out there the first time, I think it's more of dang, this dude over there, they cool. But then, when you actually out there, you're I don't care who it is. I'm trying to dominate them, So I think it's that. It's kind of like what I do in the pocket sometimes, whenever people be falling and stuff. Yeah, kind of like that.
This is the last one. A little unrelated to football. I saw pregame that someone gifted you a really big carpet. How was that?
Where's that at? You got it? Yeah. We got it at the house now. Yeah, I really love gifts. I don't think for Christmas I got much. So if anybody out there want to send me gifts, I'll post my P.O. box online and just please send clothes, anything, jewelry, bags. Because all my bags got stolen when my house got robbed. So appreciate y'all. All right, thank you.
All right, now y'all heard what Shedeur said, right? Now this is what I'm talking about. A grown man doing grown man things. You know what I'm saying? And everybody wants to come in the chat and don't want to give this man credit, right? And see, this is what I want y'all to understand something. Football is a team game, right? The defense job is to produce stops. Did the defense put any points up today for Cleveland? I'm just asking for a friend. Did the defense put any points up for Cleveland today? I'm just asking for a friend. Can y'all answer that question respectfully? Did the defense put any points up for Cleveland today? Come on, chat. For all the people that came in here talking about the defense won the game, did the defense put up any points for Cleveland today? Come on. Can I get an answer? So don't come in here talking about the defense was the one that won the game for Cleveland. Shador Sanders touchdown won the game in the second drive of the game. Pittsburgh had 2 field goals. Shedeur Sanders got a touchdown. So y'all missed me with the defense won this game and trying to overshadow what Shedeur Sanders did out there on that football field to a legend in Aaron Rodgers. We're not just going to speed bump past that, man. We're not going to speed past the speed pass and go over the speed limit. And y'all not even going to pay attention to the road sign that says 55 miles an hour, but y'all want to go 85 miles an hour. Y'all just want to speed right past the fact that Shedeur Sanders outplayed Aaron Rodgers. And then y'all want to give all the credit to the defense. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that, guys. That's one thing we're not going to do. And we'll let the Cleveland media and the Cleveland Browns insiders do that, but we're not going to do that over here. We're not going to do that over here. We're not going to do that. Now, listen, I'm sitting here watching the Buffalo and the Eagles game. Josh Allen fumbles the ball. We going to talk about that? See, that's the problem. That's the problem. And see, Pittsburgh, and miss me the fact that it was just the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Pittsburgh Steelers was playing for something. They was playing for the AFC North Championship because they don't want to see the Ravens in that last game. And Shedeur, you let a rookie quarterback that only has started 5 games beat y'all guys. Beat a Mike Tomlin-led Pittsburgh Steelers unit. Y'all remember all that stuff Jalen Ramsey was talking the first game when Dylan Gabriel was in there? Oh, man, I don't hear him talking now. Jalen Ramsey, be careful what you wish for. You got your wish, and Shedeur was in there, and you didn't get it. This is what I'm talking about. Look at everything that Shedeur Sanders had to work with. Your supposedly number 1 receiver in Jerry Jeudy finally stepped up today. He was out without David Njoku. He was out Earl Fanning from the second quarter on. He was out Quinshawn Judkins. He was out all his offensive linemen. This is the 9th makeshift offensive lineman combination since Shedeur Sanders been in the lineup. And Shedeur Sanders went out there and made plays of receivers some guys ain't never heard of. They brought in a tight end today, number 87, made 2 crucial catches on 3rd down for the first down, but y'all don't want to talk about that. Throwing the ball to no names. But nobody want to talk about that. Throwing the ball to number 87, a no name that just got signed off the practice squad. Came up there and made 2 big plays on 3rd down that Shedeur Sanders had to throw the ball to. Then Shedeur Sanders, 3 passes across the middle to Jerry Jeudy, and Jerry Jeudy hung on to the ball. Come on, man. Let's talk about it. Y'all don't want to talk about that. You had a makeshift tight end that came off of the practice squad, stepped in for Earl Fanning Jr., and made 2 crucial catches on 3rd down. But don't nobody want to talk about that. Y'all don't want to talk about that. Y'all act like y'all act like Shedeur Sanders got weapons like Puka Nacua, Devontae Adams, Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase. Come on, man. Look what Shedeur Sanders got to work with, man. And he still beat a Hall of Famer in Aaron Rodgers. And should have beat the Buffalo Bills as well. Exactly. The Steelers was trying to win. They got outplayed by a rookie. Despite the bad turnover that Shedeur Sanders had, it didn't come back to bite him in the butt. Defense did their job. The defense job is to get stops. And that's what they did today. Cam Robinson, I don't know what's up with Cam Robinson. Cam Robinson was lost out there, lost in the sauce. Exactly. Give Shedeur my Vikings weapons, man. If it don't work out in Cleveland for Shedeur, I want him in Minnesota, man. I want him in Minnesota. But we ain't going to talk about that. But don't nobody want to talk about the weapons that Shedeur got around him and still went out there and beat a Pittsburgh Steelers team, a Mike Tomlin-led Steelers team, and they still beat him in the division where Aaron Rodgers, on the biggest stage today, could have wrapped up the AFC North Championship. He laid an egg. 39 passing attempts for 168 yards. No touchdowns, no interceptions. Got sacked twice. Missed a lot of throws. fourth and goal at the 8-yard line, and 4 passes was bad passes. But if that was Shedeur Sanders, oh man, the internet would have been going crazy. Jason Lloyd and all them cats. Anthony Lima, all them cats. Jay, all them cats, but been going crazy. All them cats would have been going crazy. Ross Tucker, all them cats would have been going crazy. But where are they at now? And then see, that's what they're going to do. They're going to say, well, DK wasn't playing. TJ Watt wasn't playing. Miss me with that. I don't want to hear that. Miss me with that. It's about coming out, setting the tone the way Shedeur Sanders set the tone. He came down, marched down the field. He set the tone. Unbelievable ball he threw to Harold Fanning. Some of the balls that he threw across the middle to Jerry Jeudy. The pinpoint passes he threw to Cedric Tillman down the sideline. Come on, man. And then they call up a rookie, number 87. They call up a rookie from the practice squad. He's a rookie, guys. Sat Canella. He came off the practice squad, man. Had 2 big catches on 3rd down, man. Come on, man. I'm giving you receivers y'all probably ain't never heard of. Blake Whitehurt, Malachi Corley, Sal Canella, Brendan Bates. What type of receivers are they? Come on now. See, this is what they doing. They don't want to talk about that, guys. Look at the weapons Shedeur got to throw to, man. He making lemonade out of sour lemons, man. Them receivers I just named, y'all don't even know who they are, man. And Shedeur Sanders made him a household name today. Oh, they wanted Cleveland to get stomped, man. They wanted Cleveland to get stomped, man. But once again, man, Shedeur Sanders proving all the haters wrong, man. Man, there's no quarterback in the NFL that knows how to play turnover-free football. That's not even a stat. That's not even a stat. Even Tom Brady turned the football over. See, they want to make an emphasis on that now because Shedeur Sanders, they evaluating Shedeur Sanders, man. Shedeur Sanders is living rent-free in their heads, man, because everybody want to evaluate Shedeur Sanders off of a turnover. They want to evaluate Shedeur Sanders off of a turnover, man. And that's straight asinine, man. Give Shedeur Sanders his credit, guys. All y'all haters and all y'all trolls, man, give Shedeur his credit, man. Because we ain't going nowhere. We're going to be here for the long haul. Shedeur Sanders is going to piss y'all off each year. He's going to piss y'all off even more next year. Then he's going to piss y'all off more even in training camp and OTAs when he getting all the first-team reps. That's what's going to piss y'all off, man. Shedeur Sanders by himself going to shut the Cleveland media down. He going to shut that Cleveland media down, man. He going to run some of them beat writers out of a job. Some of them beat writers just need to start writing columns. You know what I'm saying? Jason Lloyd shouldn't even show his face today. Jason Lloyd should not even show his face today. Because the simple fact is, all the negative stuff that y'all said about Shedeur Sanders, all the narratives that y'all created, he can't do this, he can't do that. He shows you week in and week out that he can do everything that y'all said he can't do. And that shit, Jason, man, look, I got to play it, guys. I got to play it. This what pisses me off, man. I got to play it. I got to play all his lies, man. We're gonna sit through this, guys, because I got to play it, man.
Maybe there's a chance.
Yeah.
Listen to Jason Lloyd one more
It
time.
might be something. Remember that? Yeah, we don't have that problem. The quarterback's not here.
Yeah.
The quarterback's not here. They got to take quarterback in the draft.
Oh,
it's
really?
Not, it's not Shedeur.
They will take a quarterback. The question is where they end up in the draft.
And Jay talking about they
do
will take a
believe
quarterback
in Mendoza or more. Because right now, if they lose out, they're likely going to get the 2.
They're not even going to have to trade up. They're going to be in
If
position.
they don't have to trade up, I think they absolutely take one.
But
and they're in the 2 spot.
Well, you say they wouldn't have to trade up, but if they're the 2 spot and they only like one of the 2 quarterbacks, then
sure. But I don't think we're going to be in that spot. You're right. I don't think we're.
Listen to these clowns.
I want to hear why.
Well, if they like both, they'd be fine.
You're saying you think they like both?
I'm interested in hearing the why. Because you can say he needs more around him. You can say
and he
the
does. That's
offensive
fair.
line. You can say the offensive line isn't any good. Listen, the metrics will tell you, and there's more than the metrics. The metrics will tell you he is the worst quarterback this century by.
Y'all hear what this fool said? Do y'all hear what this fool said? He is the worst quarterback in the century. And threw Jamarcus Russell's name in there.
Drop back per EPA. He's worse than Jamarcus
Okay,
Russell.
explain that. Like, I know we've talked about it before.
It
but for
takes
those that
into
might not know
account
that
down and
number.
distance, field position, home or away, time and score. It is the most all-encompassing metric that
Does
you
it
can
take
use
into
to
account
measure a
teammates?
quarterback. It takes into account records. It takes into account everything. It is the most all-encompassing stat. And every time he drops back, the Browns lose more points than any quarterback since.
I want to point this out. I'm glad you said this, Craig. Tony Romo said something that I was going to get to because this is what Jason Lloyd said. People in the organization said Shedeur don't know how to flip the protection. He don't know how to change the plays. He don't know how to read the coverage. Did y'all hear what Romo said today? Shedeur Sanders and changed the protection a couple times. Even on that one, he changed the protection and he threw it to Sal Canelo, number 87, for the first down when he flipped the protection. Come on, guys. That's the stuff that Jason Lloyd said that somebody in the organization said that Shedeur Sanders couldn't do. Do y'all remember that? I'm going to let y'all hear it.
2000, since True Media started marking this.
That is
It's
stunning.
worse
How
than
many are we
Jamarcus
talking
Russell.
about here? It has to be hundreds.
It doesn't.
It's 133, I think, is the number.
Good
Maybe
Lord.
more than that. I don't remember. But,
And we also know this: the Browns lean on those kind of metrics.
yeah, but it's more than that.
Harder than anybody.
It's more than that. He still doesn't know what he's looking at. He still doesn't flip protections. He doesn't know when he's hot. This isn't me saying this. I'm not an.
Do y'all hear what he said? He doesn't know how to flip protections. He don't know when he's hot. Didn't he show you all them things today? Did he show you all them things today, Jason Lloyd?
I've never claimed to be an NFL coach. This is people in that building will tell me he still doesn't know how to flip protections. He doesn't know.
He said it's people inside the building. Cite your source. He said it's people inside the building. You give me an evaluation. I don't care what other people say. We don't care what other people say, Jason Lloyd. I want to hear your honest opinion. Shedeur Sanders got you eating crow right now. He got you eating crow.
When he's hot, he doesn't know what he's looking at. He can only throw to wide open receivers. He doesn't make tight window throws. He doesn't throw guys open.
He doesn't make tight window throws. Come on, guys. Stevie Wonders can see that Shedeur Sanders made tight window throws. Shedeur Sanders makes every throw that your boy Dylan Gabriel can't even fathom to make. Shedeur Sanders makes every throw that your boy Dylan Gabriel can't even dream about making. And that's the problem. They're mad because Shedeur is better than what they thought.
This is not the answer. These last 2 weeks were the opportunity coming off the Titans game to show that he can be the guy against playoff contenders, and he has not lived up to it. This is not it.
I heard
ain't Pittsburgh playoff contenders? Didn't he just shut Pittsburgh down? Ain't Pittsburgh playoff contenders? Did he shut them down? Did Shedeur Sanders shut Pittsburgh down, a playoff contender? They controlled their own destiny. All they had to do was win, and they was the AFC North champion, and they would have hosted a playoff game at Heinz Field. But they didn't get it done. They let a rookie quarterback in Shedeur Sanders come in there and wrist up on them.
This is the crazy thing. The Browns, for all the quarterback problems that they've had, right? Like, we know the jersey, we know the names, we know. You know how many times they've taken a quarterback in the top 10, in the top 20?
Once.
Twice. Tim Couch.
See, I can't even sit here and listen to this stuff no more because it's disgusting. This is malpractice. This stuff needs to be looked at, man. See, this is what I'm talking about. You hate Dylan Gabriel. He didn't shut them down. The defense shut them down. Man, look, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. For somebody to come in here talking about the defense shut them down. Well, Shador Sanders scored a touchdown that gave him 7 points, right? The defense got stops. The defense didn't put no points on the board. The defense did what the defense was supposed to do, because y'all told me that the Cleveland Browns defense was lights out. But I told you guys, outside of Myles Garrett, I don't believe in their defense because they was getting gashed the last 4 weeks by the rushing attack. Outside of Myles Garrett and Denzel Ward and Carson Schlesinger, who is the defense? Y'all was giving the defense too much credit early in the season. And I told you guys, outside of Myles Garrett, Denzel Ward, and Schlesinger, come on, man. Stop that. Stop that. Dylan Gabriel would not have been able to move the ball down the field today. Shedeur Sanders did enough. He converted on third down more than Aaron Rodgers. But y'all want to take that away from Aaron Rodgers. I mean, y'all want to take that away from Shedeur Sanders. 12 got him steaming. That's what I'm talking about. The hungry dogs. Did the Pittsburgh Steelers get a touchdown today? Hell nah. So if y'all trying to give credit to Cleveland's defense, give credit to Pittsburgh's defense. Because my philosophy is, you win the turnover battle, you gonna win. Cleveland had 2 turnovers. And Pittsburgh and Aaron Rodgers still didn't produce. Aaron Rodgers still didn't produce. See, that's what y'all don't want to talk about. Y'all don't want to talk about that, man. Somebody said, is Dylan still on the team? We don't know. We ain't heard from Dylan. Day was his birthday, and we ain't heard from him. See, this is what I'm talking about, man. Come on, guys. Y'all got to support the channel, man. Y'all got to support the channel. We giving y'all facts, man. We giving y'all this great full-course meal, man. Show some support and show some love, man. Y'all join the channel, man. The doors of the church is open. This is Sunday. Doors of the church is open. Join the community, man. Send the super chats. See, they don't want to hear it, man. Even the haters can donate. See, when you shut them down, man, they get quiet. Shedeur Sanders did everything that he needed to do to win the ball game today. And you can't take nothing away from Shedeur. He beat Aaron Rodgers, the legend, today. And all we heard all week long that Pittsburgh was going to stop a mud hole in Cleveland. And see, what they not going to do is undermine what Shedeur Sanders did today. But look, that's all it needs to be said, man. I thought I would come on here today. I would let y'all know that, look, overall, this Cleveland Browns team is trash, man. They need to build around Shedeur. Shedor's your answer. Jason Lloyd, you got 24 hours to respond, or I'm on your net. You got 24 hours to respond, or I'm on your net. I'm going to expose you real bad. I got all the receipts, Jason Lloyd. I got all the receipts, man. I got all the receipts, man. I'm willing to go on any and everybody's show, man. If you want to do a collaboration with me, let me know. I'm willing to go on any and everybody's show. Because it's going to be epic tomorrow, because I know G. Bush got something to say. I know G. Bush got something to say, man. DG's girl bought him a 12 jersey. That's crazy. Well, look, man, appreciate you guys' support. Appreciate all the love, man. We're going to get up out of here, man. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Sunday. This is going to wrap up another episode of the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. I'm your host and the man behind the mic, K-Sap. Catch you on the next one. Deuces.
Thanks for listening to the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share on all major platforms.